Hey, beautiful Pisces souls. I just had to come on here and share what came through in my cards for you today because honestly, the energy around your financial situation is shifting in such a profound way, and I think you really need to hear this. So I was shuffling my deck this morning, thinking about all my Pisces friends and followers, and the cards just started jumping out at me. Like literally jumping. And the message that came through was so clear about this cycle of financial struggle that many of you have been experiencing and how it's finally coming to a close. Let me share what the cards showed me, and I think you're going to feel this energy too. The first card that practically flew out of my deck was the Four of Pentacles. Now I know what you're thinking. Four of Pentacles usually represents holding on to money tightly, being overly cautious with resources. But the way this card appeared for Pisces, it's showing me something completely different. This card is revealing that you've been in survival mode financially for so long that you've forgotten what it feels like to breathe when it comes to money. The Four of Pentacles here is showing me that you've been gripping your resources so tightly, not because you're greedy or materialistic. That's not Pisces energy at all, but because you've been scared. You've been holding on for dear life because the financial storms you've weathered have left you feeling like you need to protect every single penny. This card is showing me sleepless nights where you've been calculating and recalculating your bills, checking your bank balance multiple times a day, and that constant underlying anxiety about whether you'll have enough. But here's what's beautiful about how this Four of Pentacles appeared. It came out upside down in the energy, meaning this tight grip, this survival mode, is releasing. The universe is showing you that you don't have to live in that contracted state anymore. The financial fear that has been driving your decisions is starting to dissolve, and you're going to find yourself able to breathe around money again. What's really interesting is that this Four of Pentacles is speaking to Pisces in particular because as a water sign, your natural flow has been blocked by financial stress. You're meant to move like water, to flow with opportunities and trust in abundance. But when money gets tight, you become like ice, frozen, rigid, unable to move freely. This card is telling me that the thaw is beginning. I'm seeing that for many of you Pisces, this tight financial grip has affected more than just your bank account. It's affected your creativity, your spiritual practice, your ability to help others the way you naturally want to. The Four of Pentacles has been blocking your Piscean gifts, but now that energy is shifting. The next card that came through was the Eight of Cups. And this one made me pause because it's such a powerful message about walking away from what no longer serves you financially. The Eight of Cups typically shows someone walking away from a situation, leaving behind what they've built to seek something more meaningful. For Pisces, this card is indicating that you're ready to walk away from the financial patterns and situations that have been keeping you stuck. This might mean leaving a job that underpays you, but that you've stayed in because it felt safe. It might mean walking away from financial habits that haven't been serving you, or even walking away from the story you've been telling yourself about money. The Eight of Cups is showing me that you're finally ready to leave behind the financial landscape that has felt so restrictive and move towards something that aligns better with your values and your worth. What's beautiful about the Eight of Cups for Pisces is that it's a card of spiritual seeking, and money for Pisces is deeply connected to your spiritual path. You can't separate your material security from your soul's calling. This card is telling me that you're about to embark on a journey toward financial alignment that feels much more authentic to who you are. The Eight of Cups is also showing me that this isn't going to be an easy walk away. You might be leaving behind some security, some familiar financial structures, even if they weren't serving you well. But the card promises that what you're walking toward is so much more aligned with your true nature. You're walking away from financial stress and toward financial flow. I'm getting the sense that for some of you, this Eight of Cups energy might involve literally changing your physical location or your living situation to improve your financial circumstances. For others, it might be more metaphorical, walking away from old beliefs about money or old financial relationships that haven't been healthy. Then the Page of Wands jumped out, and I have to tell you, This gave me chills because this card is all about new creative beginnings and fresh enthusiasm. The Page of Wands in a financial reading for Pisces is showing me that your creative gifts are about to become a source of income in a way they haven't been before. Pisces, you have such incredible creative and intuitive gifts, but I'm sensing that financial pressure has made it hard for you to access these gifts or to trust that they could support you materially. The Page of Wands is saying that this is changing. Your creativity is about to become a viable financial resource, not just a hobby or something you do in your spare time. The Page of Wands is showing me new opportunities coming in that allow you to use your natural Piscean abilities, your intuition, your creativity, your ability to connect with people on an emotional level, your healing gifts, your artistic talents. These aren't going to be get-rich-quick opportunities, but they're going to be sustainable ways to create income that feels aligned with your soul. This card is also bringing in the element of fire energy, which is perfect for Pisces right now because you need some fire to balance all that water energy. You need enthusiasm and action energy to complement your natural intuition and creativity. The Page of Wands is bringing you the courage to take action on your creative ideas and the enthusiasm to see them through even when the financial results aren't immediate. I'm seeing some of you starting online businesses, launching creative projects, offering healing services, teaching what you know, or finding ways to monetize your natural gifts. The Page of Wands is like a messenger saying that the timing is right for these endeavors now, in a way it hasn't been before. The most surprising card that came through was the Hierophant, and initially I wondered why this card was showing up in a financial reading for Pisces, but then the message became so clear. The Hierophant is about traditional structures, institutions, learning, and seeking guidance from established sources of wisdom. For your financial renewal, Pisces, the Hierophant is indicating that you're going to receive guidance or support from traditional financial institutions or established sources. This might mean qualifying for a loan you've been trying to get, receiving approval for a mortgage, getting accepted into a program that provides financial assistance, or finding a mentor who can guide you toward better financial stability. The Hierophant is also suggesting that you might benefit from some traditional financial education or structure. I know as a Pisces you tend to be more intuitive than analytical, but this card is saying that learning some traditional financial skills or working with someone who understands conventional financial wisdom is going to be really beneficial for you right now. This card is showing me that the financial renewal coming for Pisces isn't just about creative income or following your intuition, though those are important parts of it. You're also being supported by more established, traditional pathways to financial security. This might mean working with a financial advisor, learning about investing, understanding credit better, or getting support from institutions that can help stabilize your financial foundation. The Hierophant is also about teaching and sharing wisdom. So for some of you Pisces, your financial renewal might come through teaching others what you've learned, whether that's through your creative gifts, your spiritual insights, or even your experiences with overcoming financial challenges. What struck me about the Hierophant in this reading is how it balances the more free-flowing creative energy of the other cards. It's saying that your financial renewal is going to have both creative and traditional elements, both intuitive and practical components. Then I drew the Three of Swords, and I know this might seem like a concerning card to appear in a reading about financial renewal, but stay with me, because the message here is actually really hopeful. The Three of Swords traditionally represents heartbreak or emotional pain, but in this financial context for Pisces, it's showing the heartbreak and disappointment you've experienced around money finally being acknowledged and healed. This card is validating that your financial struggles haven't just been about numbers in a bank account. They've been emotionally painful for you. As a Pisces, your relationship with money is deeply emotional, and when finances are stressed, it affects your heart, your sense of security, your ability to care for others the way you want to. The Three of Swords is showing me that part of your financial renewal involves grieving the losses you've experienced, acknowledging the dreams you've had to put on hold, and healing from the stress and worry that financial insecurity has caused. This isn't just about getting more money, it's about healing your relationship with money and with security itself. But here's what's beautiful about the Three of Swords in this position. It's indicating that this heartbreak around finances is being cleared away. The pain is being acknowledged so it can be released. You're going to be able to approach money and financial decisions from a place of healing rather than from a place of old wounds. The Three of Swords is also showing me that some of you might need to grieve what you're leaving behind as you move toward this financial renewal. Maybe you're grieving a job that didn't appreciate your worth, or financial dreams that didn't work out the way you hoped. This grief is necessary and healing. For Pisces, who tends to absorb everyone else's emotions, the Three of Swords might also be showing that you've been carrying financial stress that isn't even entirely your own. You might have been worried about family members' financial situations, or taken on financial responsibilities for others that have stretched you too thin. This card suggests that healing involves releasing what isn't yours to carry. The final card I drew was the Nine of Pentacles, and honestly, when this card appeared, I felt such a sense of relief and accomplishment for all you Pisces out there. The Nine of Pentacles represents financial independence, self-sufficiency, and the satisfaction that comes from creating security through your own efforts. This card is showing me the destination of your financial journey, a place where you feel genuinely secure and independent financially, but in a way that feels authentic to your Piscean nature. The Nine of Pentacles isn't about hoarding wealth or achieving financial success at any cost. It's about creating sustainable abundance that allows you to be generous, creative, and spiritually aligned. The Nine of Pentacles is promising that your financial renewal isn't going to be temporary or superficial. You're building something solid and lasting, something that will allow you to breathe easily around money and to use your resources in ways that align with your values. This card is also showing me that your financial independence is going to come largely through your own efforts and gifts. While the Hierophant showed external support and guidance, the Nine of Pentacles is saying that ultimately, you're creating this security through your own talents, wisdom, and hard work. What's particularly beautiful about the Nine of Pentacles for Pisces is that this card often shows someone enjoying the fruits of their labor in a garden setting, surrounded by beauty, in harmony with nature. This suggests that your financial security is going to feel organic and natural, not forced or artificial. The Nine of Pentacles is also telling me that this financial renewal is going to give you the freedom to be even more generous and caring toward others. Right now, financial stress might be limiting your ability to help people the way you naturally want to. This card promises that as your own security increases, you'll be able to share more freely with others. I'm also getting from the Nine of Pentacles that this financial independence is going to have a ripple effect in other areas of your life. When Pisces feels financially secure, your creativity flows more freely, your intuition becomes clearer, and your ability to connect with others deepens. Money stress has been blocking some of your natural gifts, but that blockage is clearing. Looking at all these cards together, the story they're telling about your financial renewal is so clear and so hopeful. You're moving from that tight, fearful grip of the Four of Pentacles, walking away from situations that haven't been serving you as shown in the Eight of Cups, embracing new creative opportunities with the Page of Wands, receiving guidance and support from the Hierophant, healing old financial wounds with the Three of Swords, and arriving at genuine financial independence with the Nine of Pentacles. The timeline I'm seeing in these cards suggests that this isn't going to happen overnight, but it's already in motion. The energy has shifted, and if you can feel into that shift, you'll know what I mean. There's a different quality to the financial energy around you now compared to what it's been for the past several months or even years. What I want you to understand, dear Pisces, is that this financial renewal isn't separate from your spiritual path. It's part of it. Your money situation getting better is going to support your spiritual growth, your creativity, and your ability to serve others. This isn't about becoming materialistic or losing your Piscean spirituality. This is about aligning your material security with your soul's purpose. I keep getting the message that many of you have been afraid that financial success might somehow compromise your spiritual integrity or your compassionate nature. The cards are showing me that this fear has actually been part of what's kept you stuck financially. The universe wants to support you materially so that you can do your spiritual work more effectively, not less. Your financial struggles have been teaching you compassion, resilience, and resourcefulness, and those lessons weren't wasted. But now it's time to graduate from that particular curriculum and move into a space where you can use what you've learned while also experiencing greater ease and flow around money. The cards are also showing me that this financial renewal is connected to you stepping more fully into your authentic self. The more aligned you become with your true nature as a Pisces, your creativity, intuition, compassion, and spiritual gifts, the more the material world is going to support you. It's like the universe has been waiting for you to fully embrace who you are, so it can shower you with the resources you need to share your gifts. Some practical guidance that came through with these cards. Trust your intuition about financial opportunities right now. But also don't be afraid to seek advice from people who understand practical financial matters. Your Piscean intuition is one of your greatest assets, but combining it with practical knowledge is going to serve you really well during this renewal period. Also, be patient with the process. I know as a Pisces, you can sometimes want to escape into fantasy when reality feels challenging, but your financial renewal is happening in the real world, with real steps and real timing. Stay present with the process rather than trying to rush it or escape from it. The cards are also encouraging you to notice and celebrate small improvements rather than waiting for dramatic changes. Your financial renewal might happen gradually, with small positive shifts building on each other over time. Don't discount these smaller improvements. They're part of the larger transformation that's taking place. I'm getting such strong guidance that community and collaboration are going to be important parts of your financial renewal. Pisces energy thrives in connection with others, and isolating yourself financially isn't going to serve you. Whether that means working with others, learning from others, or simply staying connected to supportive people during this transition, don't try to do this alone. The final message that came through is about trust. Trust that the universe wants to support you materially. Trust that your gifts have value in the material world. Trust that you can be both spiritually connected and financially secure. Trust that this cycle of struggle is truly ending, and something much better is beginning. I really hope this resonates with you, Pisces friends. The energy around this reading felt so hopeful and so aligned with positive change. If you're feeling this energy too, or if any of these cards particularly spoke to you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Remember, you're not meant to struggle financially forever. Your compassionate, creative, intuitive nature is meant to be supported by material abundance, not hindered by material lack. This renewal that's coming is going to feel so much more aligned with who you truly are. Sending you all so much love and support as you navigate this beautiful transition. The cards are showing such bright possibilities ahead for you financially, and I'm genuinely excited to see how this unfolds for all of you.